Okay, perfect. Hello, hello. Thanks for being patient with me today, guys. I really I need to start charging my iPad so I can use that because it's just sitting in the cupboard, but my life is still a mess right now. But before we dive into some Reels training, I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about what you guys touched base about on, I think it's Sunday or Monday. Lynette was talking about how it wasn't the fear of other people, it was the fear of herself and like her own thoughts and her own mind. And I think we all go through that and all struggle with that, with just having that negative voice inside our mind telling us anytime we want to do something new or try to do something different, we kind of just stop ourselves and be like, no, I can't, or no, I'm not good enough. No, I'm not worthy. No, I can't do this. No, I'm not this and that. Just all the negative things you can possibly think. But I want everyone to realize like that negative voice is not just built upon you. It's just negative voices that was told to you throughout the years of your life, right? And like subconsciously, we don't realize that it holds on to our thought process. But anytime by a loved one. That's why, like, as moms now, this is something I've learned just being a mom, that it's so important with how we say things to our kids, because we don't even know how much it affects them till later on. And subconsciously, it just holds on to their brain, right? So, anytime you think of anything negative when you want to do something, you're like, I can't do this, I can't do that. It's probably just like from past experience of someone saying that to you, and then you held on to it, and then you just think that of yourself. But the cool thing is that our mind is a powerful tool, and you can wake up every single morning and tell yourself otherwise. You can wake up in the morning and tell yourself that you don't want to live like that anymore, and you can choose to learn to do things differently every single day, and you can choose to unlearn everything that you have all of throughout the years that you've lived. I know with being a human being, like, we just assume that the way we live throughout our childhood and our teenage and adolescence is how life is supposed to be. But as you get to know more people in the world, you can see different perspective of life, and you realize like maybe the way I lived wasn't always the best way, and that was just how I was taught by my parents or my grandparents, or and they had very limited um knowledge on certain things. Like, I feel like parenting now is so different from back then. It's like no one hits kids, no one does this and that. But um yeah, we have the sorry. Yeah, I like just love that our brain, we can rewire it and wire it how we want anytime we want, right? Like, you can learn by going on YouTube, reading books, and that's why this is a really great community, because we get to have all perspectives of life come together, and you get to pick and choose what you guys want to implement into your life, right? So anytime you guys have fear of doing something new or getting in front of a camera speaking, like, not in a million years would I ever think I would do this, because I get really scared. But that was just a lot of childhood trauma that built up, because people always pointed fingers at me and told me I was not good enough. My family always said like I wasn't destined to do anything more than, clean the house and all that stuff. And just like a lot of negative voices that came from my own family that obviously held on to for a long time. But now I've realized like, hey, like, it's in my control, right? It's my power. It's in my hands to dictate what kind of life I want and who I want to be. And you guys have the same thing too, right? So anytime you have fear, just know that's just like that little conscious voice inside your head that was created by other people. And you have the power to destroy that. And once you guys get over that and get confident in who you truly are and stick to your morals, it's so much easier to show up as who you are on social media or whatever it is. Because, social media, it is our our storefront, right? Like, so who people see on social media, make sure that that's who you are in person too. Sometimes we just get really afraid because we don't want people to judge us, but that's something you slowly let go of, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna show up authentically and confidently as who I am. And when people see me in real life, that's who I am too, right? um so when it comes to posting on social media and talking to your audience, if you guys are always afraid, just go back to who you are, right? You should always remember like at least 5 things of who you are. You're funny, you're smart, you're generous, you're caring, all these things, like what you're talented, your skills, your talents, always resort back to that. And that's when you're confident in talking, because you know who you are when there's like that 5 main things. Everyone has, I know everyone knows like who they are inside, and that's what you show on like on your socials, right? Or who you want to portray. Because I think anytime we kind of forget and then we get into a negative mindset, we start comparing ourselves with other people, and then that's when things get really negative. And to say an example, I used to be really negative. And I would just start comparing my life with everyone else or my relationship with everyone else. And I'm like, why isn't my relationship like this? Or why isn't my life like this? And then I realized like my life will never be like someone else's. And if I compare, I'll always be not grateful. So if I just focus on doing what I can in my shoes to do what I can to make my life good, I won't have to worry about what other people are doing. And then it's just like that negative voice again. So, um, I wanted to say something. What else? And okay, so just to get into the reels now, hopefully that was not a lot of steal for you guys, but I just wanted to bring that up. To get into the reels, apparently TikTok is, no, sorry, not TikTok, but Instagram is starting to change the platform, so it's not picture based anymore. They want everything to be video based and entertain. So their goal is to have their users stay on their platform for as long as possible. And how you do that is by doing reels. And you have to make sure that your reels are either entertaining, inspiring, or educational. Okay, so that's how you're going to captivate your followers to watch your videos or your reels or get them onto your explore page. So some key points is, yeah, make sure it's either like those 3 elements: educational, entertaining, so funny, or inspiring. I usually say keep your reels at least 5 to 7 seconds long, because if it's not watched throughout the whole video, it won't show up on the algorithm. Yeah. So 5 to 7 seconds is like the best. If it's too long, people would just scroll on and they're not going to finish your video, and then it's not going to show up on other people's pages. Okay. Um, and what I like to do, obviously not every day is going to be a real day. Get it? A real anyway. Not every day you're gonna feel good to do reels, because it is a lot of work. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I'm not gonna tell you guys it's easy to do. There's some days I'm fucking frustrated, but then you guys have to put yourself in that mindset, like, okay, this is frustrating, but just like any other business and just like any other work, it's frustrating to do. Like when you're learning how to do lashes, when you're trying to sit there and like make pans, it's frustrating. Okay, but this is the hard that we choose now, and it's a lot easier than sitting at a desk for 9 hours or whatever it is away from your children. So when you guys can take that 5 hours, oh, someone's in. Pensia, can you let her in? Sophie's in the waiting room up there. How do I think? Okay. What was I saying?
You were saying that it's tedious with the reels.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it is very hard sometimes. Like yesterday when I was making that one reel, I was just like flipping shit, and I was like, oh my god, this is so freaking hard. But then I was just like, wait, you know what? I'm making videos, and my kids are right there. Like this should be fun, but it is hard. But like this is a better hard than other hards out there. Like if I had to leave my kids at daycare and then leave for 9 hours. But this is the work, this is our work. So we do have to put in that effort. So yeah, it is time consuming and it is hard. But if you guys can put at least 5 hours away from your week to just invest in making your reels and your videos, because this is what I do. During the week when the day I'm not making reels, I will scroll through the section in the explore page. I'll look at content that I enjoy. I will save the video. I'll save the sound. I'm gonna, sorry. I'll save the sound just so that day when I do plan on making reels, I'll get ready. I'll probably do four videos in one day, so then I can post it throughout the week. So that's the trick. Like, you don't have to do it every single day. Just give yourself 5 hours or 6 hours where you set aside that week and focus on making the videos. Make at least 3 or 4. I think 4 or 5. They said post one reel every single day. Um, but I think like 4 or 5 is great. But yeah, just set aside 5 hours where you can do 4 or 5 videos, and that way you can post it on Monday to Friday. But yeah, just save sounds. You guys can. It's not. It's not a big deal if you duplicate someone else's work. A lot of them is just sounds where they just voice record over or just mimic things, and you guys can look at videos that you enjoy, and you guys can duplicate that. And that's the joy of it. It's easy that way. Um,
I want to
transition.
add something.
Yeah.
There's if you guys look up creators on Instagram, they're actually starting to do something to monetize content. So if you look up creators, there's a link and it'll give you descriptions. Basically, they want to help creators make money, and they're creating a platform to help you do that. And like, you don't have to be necessarily experienced. They want to help people who are new. And so like, this is kind of what we do. We create, content, right? And so that can be an additional income avenue as well. And it's, we're learning from here what to do and learning different ways to make more money.
Yeah, I don't think everyone has that option yet, but it will come. It is a new thing that they're trying to.
Yeah, look it up.
Yeah, they
the
are.
info is at create. I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, I don't have it yet. But I think it's gonna just come whenever it comes, because Instagram changes differently for everyone else. So it'll just randomly come. But yeah, keep on checking because they are doing that. They're paying. They're starting to pay now. And because they really want to beat TikTok, because everyone's going on to TikTok and using those platforms now. So now it yeah, they really want the audience and their people to be staying on their platform for as long as possible. So reels are taking over. They're not really going to be picture based anymore. So posting photos isn't going to be enough to get to your audience. What else? Transition videos are very, very popular just because it's captivating within like a second. So if you guys scroll onto your explore page and you guys see reels, just save it, okay? Save it so you can go back and look at it. And oftentimes you guys can just recreate that reel and it's okay, and put your own fonts. When I do my transitions, Instagram makes it pretty easy to make the video like look in sync. There's an let me see if I can show you that. I will do a share screen video and I'll send it to the group so that way you guys can look back on it. But transitions videos are so easy, just make a video to a song, like a popular song. There's always trending songs that come out each month that everyone will use for different purposes. But I'll find something that's really popular, I'll recreate it. I'll take a video of myself when I'm super like looking like this or like super haggard, and I'll just like make myself look very, very like, I don't know, messy and stuff. And then you can just go like this and then pull back and then get yourself done up. And that's a freaking reel right there. And how simple is that, right? Like, we all get ready anyways. It's also like a good thing for us personally, like mentally. It gives me a reason to put makeup on, but because before this, like, I would not care to put makeup on ever. So it gives me a reason to get ready and just like feel good about myself. So like, you can do something simple as that to a really good song. Be like, hey, you're like moving around like super tired, I'm so tired without my Thrive, and then bam, put your fingers pan close to the screen, pull back and another video, and then you're done up with your caption. How simple is that, right? That's captivating. It's under 5 to 7 seconds. People are gonna look at that and they're like, oh, fun, and they'll come back for more. So always make sure it's entertaining, educational, or inspiring. Angela's great at posting inspiring reels. They do take a lot more time just because you have to really snagnet and like put them together. Entertaining is always easy. You can do
You mean that you have to cry on camera?
I mean, not really, no.
I'm joking. I
But
love
she never
Angela's.
cried. She's just really sentimental and talks about how much growth she's gone through, and like she's
No,
sentimental.
I love her shit. I'm just totally being a smartass.
Yeah, you are. It's okay. But yeah, so whatever you guys choose to do, take your time with it. But I know there's gonna be moments where you're gonna be like, oh my god, this is fucking hard. But just think back, like, do you want to do this kind of hard because we're just making videos, or do you want to do different kind of hards where you're fucking talking to terrible customers and you hate your life? So pick and choose your hard, right? Like this can be really frustrating and tedious, but it's like that with any other business. So please take your time because this is how your business can grow and you can reach other networks by doing this. You never know, one of your videos will go viral and then bam, like 1,000 followers, right? And then that's 1,000 new people that can go onto your list and you can reach out to. Angela signs and brings in $12,000 PPA every single month on her own, and that is like inspiring and motivation to me because like that's her own number, her own PPA that she's bringing in, not her team. But 12,000, that's an auto bonus all on her own every single month. That's new enrolled customers. So she's doing what she can, and like she said on her video, she is taking advantage of what she can. She's taking advantage of the reel. She's taking advantage of our social media, and I think we have to look at it that way. Like we have that there. It's a free resource. We just have to put in our effort to do so, to do what we can, because right now we can't really belly to belly. I mean, things are opening up now, so but for me, it's easier for me to do these videos and talk to people through social media, and then get together in real life. But that, do you guys have any questions so far? Lynette, do you have any questions? Anything you specifically want me to go over?
No, that was awesome. I think with me, like, I know some of the basic stuff that you spoke about, but yeah, like saving the audio and like some of the videos and then just kind of remaking your own. But I think the problem that I was having trouble with editing them, and then like, you know, when you get to cut them and then like, so, and then I'm like, okay, do I record? I figured it out, but like it was just recording over and over again, like a few to make it like one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you have to record yourself a few times, or like,
yeah.
especially like you said, if you do the hand thing, then you have to record again, right? But it should record at the same time. You can't save it and edit it to get like, that's what I was confused about.
Okay, so I'll show you what, can you change me back into host, Tensia?
Yes.
My capsules are kicking in, and like I need a shake. I always have like that butterfly feeling in my stomach every time the capsules kick.
There you go.
So I'll share my screen with you guys, and I'll quickly do a little. Let's see if I can pull up one thing yesterday. Okay, reels. Okay. So let's say you guys can see my screen, right? Hi. Audio, I save a bunch. Like I have all of these.
Cathy, show them how you save it, just in case anyone doesn't know.
So this is what I do on a day I'm not doing reels. Okay, so if you're not working, make sure you're doing this because this is a part of your work. So I'll go onto the explore page. There's usually a reel section, which is right here. I'll go here, I'll scroll. Okay, like this is kind of smart. Yeah. So this is like cool music. You guys can do something like talking about customers, you know, we just have to really put a thought into it. Like I can't think of on it right on the spot, but if I like it, I'll click on the original, original audio, save audio. And that way, when you guys forget to, and you guys go into Reels, oh shit, sorry. If you go into Reels, oh my God, struggles. And you go into audio, you can go clicking into it too, and then you can go back to the sound so you can remember what the video is the day you guys make the Reels. So I'll keep looking. See, videos like this is relatable. So I'll keep looking, and then I'll just, hey, if I like this, okay, maybe I'll reenact it. I'll double tap, and then I will save the audio. And then the day I do put makeup on and get ready, I'll make 5 videos all together. I'll obviously get dressed differently in every video, so it doesn't look like it's the same day, but you just
I was going to add that, I mean, it's not impertinent. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, guys. But if you are able to do a couple reels in the same day, just try and change your shirt. Because the only reason I say that is when I see other influencers, if I see like 3 of the same reels with the same shirt, I'm like, oh, they did these all the same day. And that's only because I also do reels. I don't necessarily think that an average customer is going to look at it and be like, oh, they wore the same shirt 3 days in a row. Like, it's not necessarily like that, but just to diversify your content so you're not pressured to post it all the same day or whatever.
Yeah, no.
Your makeup, hair can all be the same. Just change a t-shirt, and that way it looks like it was a completely different day.
Yeah, so I was saying just mass produce like for one day, put aside like 5 hours, have someone babysit your kids. If you can't, put them downstairs with their TV on. Do at least 4 or 5 videos, dress up differently. And then afterwards, that way you can post Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you don't have to think about it again till Sunday, and then you make those videos again. So I saved some drafts here, and I wanted to do one of the videos. So I make, on the days I look like a bum, I'll take videos because usually I do transition videos, and go back into edit.
While we're waiting, I just want to say, if you guys are like going somewhere really nice, don't be afraid to bring an extra shirt and change our way through to create extra content.
Okay, anyways, it's not loading, but this is a video where I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's a really slow, gentle song. And they push their head back, and then it transitions to them being on the beach. But okay, so I knew I was going to the beach that week, so I was like, yeah, I'll make a video of me today. And it saves into your drafts. Why is it not loading?
Try just exit and redo it.
It could just be because you're actually using your phone at the same time.
Yeah. Damn it. Okay, I might just have to record screen when I do it and then show you guys that way, because I think because I'm on Zoom, it won't let me. But yeah, the transitions one is usually takes 2 videos for you guys to do, but it's really easy to cut and save it, because when you're doing this, when you record your second video, when you're recording your second video, when you're done up, if you're doing that transition, all you have to do is put your palm in there first, take it out, and there's no editing that you need to really do. Like, there's no crop or cutting, because your first video is going to end with your palm anyways. So there's no way that they'll know where the transition is, because your palm will be there. And then you pull out and you're all done up. Does that make sense? Sweet. What else? There is also a special, when you're on the reel place, when you're doing transitions, like I did the ones yesterday, there is an icon that says align. So what Instagram does, it helps you kind of post the first video that you made so that you can align yourself with the second video. So that's how I made my transition videos yesterday. It kind of just shows you a very translucent screen of your previous video, and then you can align yourself with your body from the other video. and then you just record. And there's a timer. So you can put on a timer, go back, and then it'll record the date, the time you have to. So there's like a 3 or 10-second timer. I hope that's not too confusing. But
So that was my question, Kat. So you can record after. So like say if I'm doing a reel and I don't record fully and I save that reel and I go back again and record, I can align, like I can put the 2 videos together.
Yes.
I can. Okay.
Yeah. So if you record one day, you can just save it into your drafts. It'll ask you, if you go back, if you click the arrow back button, it'll be like save to drafts or discard, just save to draft. And then when you're ready, go back into your draft and open it up.
You can also just record videos and then
so
put them
I was just gonna say
in reels.
Yeah. I just do the reels ones just because I want it to line up with the music, depending on what music you choose. It's kind of hard when you know to go if you're just recording on the camera. So I always do it on the reel. So then I hear the music, so I know when the beat starts, and then I'll just go towards it, and then I'll save a draft. When I'm ready, go back into it and then open it up.
I even sometimes use reels to record my stories.
Yeah.
Because of time lapse. Right?
Yes.
It can record things slower for you. It can speed things up for you. In stories, what you would normally record in 4 shots, you would have to put music on each slide individually, right?
Yeah.
So I'll put it into reels instead, attach the audio, and post as story.
Yeah, that's smart. Because I freaking go through every slide and put in the music.
And then you have to like find where it.
Yeah, that's why you'll notice that it's always the same side in every song. I'm like, screw this. I don't know where it ended. So you guys are having the same song 5 times.
Yeah, so that's what I do instead, so that the music transition well through like 4, right?
Yeah.
You can also, using reels, turn up the music volume and turn down the voice volume, or like turn up the voice volume and turn the music volume down a little bit. So you can have background music and turn the music really low and turn your voice really high.
Make sure your guys' quality is like good too. Like if you guys don't already, invest in a ring light, just because it makes a world of a difference for the video qualities and picture qualities too. Like this, gonna remind you guys how this is like our business. So it's like, I don't want to put too much pressure, but also this is how you grow, right? So regardless of how you guys want to take it, a ring light on Amazon is like $20. It's super important. I think it makes a big difference. And especially with social media, a lot of things is eye captivating. So as long as your quality looks good, people will continue to watch and come back to it. There's also a setting under your Instagram profile. It's under settings, and then you go to data usage, and then you can turn on the high quality photo videos. So make sure that is on as well, because sometimes I just realized that because my video qualities don't turn out as great as the other ones that I see on the Explore page. I'm like, how the hell is it so freaking clear? My videos are so blurry, and that's why I always have to filter it. So it's like a different color. Also, what else? Yeah, I think that's like the main things I know right now. 5 to 7 seconds, captivating transitions. You guys can do voiceovers, anything to just like if you're doing like educational videos, cooking videos, you guys can do voiceovers. People usually love that. Kind of explaining your steps. You can do behind the scenes of your work. You can do a reel of you making samples, how you guys make samples, you know, with a nice little music, and you guys are just on the table making samples. That's a really great reel, just to show your work. And then what else?
Kat had a question about the voiceovers, just because I've seen like Soph and everybody do it, and I'm like, how the hell do you do that? It's when you're talking and it types out everything you're saying, right? Is that the voiceover?
That's the caption in your stories. You can do that under the search thingy. It says caption something. Voiceover is the one where you're recording the video, and then like you can record your voice afterwards, and then it just like goes over your video.
Okay.
So if you're like doing something and it's just showing your hands and you're showing like if you're making something, you can then go in and record your voice over and be like, okay, here I'm doing this and that and that. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easier with Reels because we can always duplicate whatever you guys like and put your own things. Yes, that's the caption one. So that's where it shows like the words while you're speaking. So sometimes that's nice when you're talking and people can just read what you're saying if their volume is not on, because I know that happens a lot to people where they're just on Instagram and their volume is on the lowest like possible thing. So that's helpful. What was I going to say? Yeah, you can do like funny. There's this one video that I have where I was like, when you stop giving a shit what people about people's opinions, like that's so easy to make. Like it's a funny video of me dancing, and all I do is put that word caption, and bam, that's it. 5 seconds, done. Captivating, people like it. They're like, yes. So people enjoy stuff like that. So it can be as easy as that, right? All you have to do is just, dance in front of your camera to a nice song, and then just write it out. But any more questions about Reels? I will try to make more screen recordings on how to make them specifically to help you guys a little bit. But any other questions?
No, that was pretty good and clear. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, I think that is all for today. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
I do have a question, and this is me totally asking. So, one for the 3 steps, right?
Yeah.
So some of the DFT patches obviously have caffeine. Do the pills and the shake have caffeine in them too?
Yes.
They do, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just
So
want to
the
clarify
3
that.
steps together, like the caffeine in combination from all 3 steps is less than 1 cup of coffee.
Less than 1 cup. Okay. I just wanted to make sure if they all had it. So a little bit of everything. Okay.
Only some patches don't have caffeine. So.
Yeah, like the lifestyle one doesn't, right? The premium.
Lifestyle and
Ultra doesn't.
Ultra. Yeah.
Ultra. Yeah. Okay. That's all. Thank you.
Sorry, my baby daddy called. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, why can't you hear me? Hello? 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 I feel like a freaking grandma.
Is it just me? Oh, I'm hearing.
Or either.
I don't know what happened, Cathy. You just suddenly went like ultra quiet.
No, I can't hear.
Hello?
This would be a pretty cool reel to make.